Any doubt here? Am I audible? Okay. So if you move slowly right, you will understand the things right. If your server is stable, you do not have any issue in your environmental. You 100%. You give a guarantee that I do not have any issue with my environment and I will not have any zero. You know, stuck-up job. Then you can go for incremental how we are using in the earlier version of OIM, the server that is we use there. It was a WebLogic server. It was very strong enough and we never face any kind of, like running issue of import, or user import, or like account report. So they prefer always to go for the incremental. Why you should waste your time, or in a system time because system will get heavy right. If it is always bringing your 70k user information and it take a lot of time to update that. So again some of the application also, because earlier some of the application also not supported by the full recon, incremental recon, now it is supported. Thus it is not advisable. So let's see, we are now done with the import of user right. So we are, as HRS resource. We are placing some user and we are sending this information to through a job right. So this is like manual cases happening here, right? We are each time manually running this import job, right? So let's make this job as an automatic process. So how we can do that for an automation process, right? So simple if you click on the access menu. Right. Click on the schedule. Right. So once you click the schedule, give the connection name like database CF and click consummate. And after that it will ask you, what time you want to run. So basically in the industry for this import of user happen hourly basis or, like 2 hours or 3 hour basis they used to do. So, in our cases, for the testing purpose, because we cannot wait for a 1 hour to run it right. I will give it to run it, every 3 minutes. I'll again change it back because if you run a job each and every 1 minute, so system will get slowed down. Okay, so simply. Submit it. Okay. Now simple enter another user here. $78.91, I'm giving the user. So this time I'm giving a username, X, Y. I'm giving a status key as 1 and typing email ID here. OK. And let me OK. So this city information is not mapped right. If you give also not benefited. OK, so see, save it and apply it. OK, now it has also been click on finish. Face the record. So we did it. 8:47 a.m. right. Let's see. What happened to the job right? Straining the input, right-click on this. So what time it ran, if you see. So it ended it. 829. So we last time you run it right again, go back. Click on the database and come to here. See, it's telling net. Next run is 851. So that means in another 3 minutes at the job is going to run right. And once it automatically run, it will see in the database whatever value is there. It will try to update this earlier teaser, and it will create a new user. Okay. So this is like how you can automate the process, and in the real time. They also do the same thing. Okay. So now our import is done, as we said, right? We'll check back. Okay, must deserve, because why do wait for another 3 minutes? Let it happen, we'll come back to see. Okay. So we did complete our import of user. Like, let's jump into another topic, right? That is for your. It is called as a provisioning. 1 second Manu. How will incremental account in saving? And now we added import is just like full import, right? Incremental refund. That's not an issue. What you can do if you go to this document right again, it is giving the same to the nothing is right. So here we go for a full import of user here, right? If you look back in a document, it is exactly same how it is there. But only difference is, in the incremental account. They have taken another column here. So let's try to see this. Okay. So let me copy this information. It is not going down. Okay, let's copy it. This is user import, right? We make it as a full and here. User import incremental. Here and. So if you look back the document right, this is like again, they are doing the same thing in the select user. So before coming back to, let's first jump into the field name, what they had in. What field they're trying to. I should be so there for sending the first name, last name, value, status, key value and department as usual, right? So this for a value that sending to your saving database, or even saving from the trusted source, but additional to that, what they are. Sending another information that is, like update date. So this update date. Actually right they're passing, based on this update date, they're trying to face the information. So this date format, it is a timestamp. Okay. So how this is happen? If you go back here, you will have another column. Let's say you are entering the data here. (1027892) and let me give some information. Like test user 1 and email. There will be another column here. It will be called as, like it's a update date. One column will be here and this update date. Not to feel it off. It will be automatically updated. So you have some feature in the database. If you go back here, so if you try to give a new column like an update date, right? And if you scroll down, it will be timestamp OK. Basically, if you give the timestamp, so timestamp value. So I believe you need to provide it. So like your timestamp or date and time. So this date and time date.